Well, what we're going to look at now is one of the most important things we can possibly do, which is sitting posture, because this is how a lot of people spend their time. Now, Tilly is sitting in a comfortable and relaxed position. What we're actually seeing here is a demonstration of pretty much what evolution has produced for us as a sitting posture. One of the things about our ability to conserve energy is we turn muscles off when we're static. So in this position here, Tilly's spinal muscles are pretty well turned off, but her ligaments are just hanging on each other. Ligaments are things we cannot contract. They are what we call passive structures. So they take the weight bearing and they just sit there and they will stretch a bit. Now, evolution likes this in the sense that it allows us to conserve energy, but we don't have to worry about calorie deficits so much now, as we're obviously being supplied with them quite easily. So we have this hunter-gatherer style of body that is now in obviously a post-agricultural situation where we're getting all the calories we need. So sustained postures like this are not natural for us in nature. We tend to be dynamic and moving, and we conserve energy when we're static. So what's happening here is this is actually working against us now for long periods of time. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually teach you to sit correctly and use muscle to sit, which is a workout in itself. Super, Danny.
So the key is just to really simplify it. Often we use so many cues and then it just gets a bit confusing and overwhelming. So we'll just start with a simple cue of bringing your pelvis forward, Tilly. So if you just, and the rest of the spine, as you can see, will follow. So all she's done is push the pelvis in a forward position and everything's straightened right up here. And now, keeping that pelvis position as is, try and slump your shoulders without moving your pelvis. It's actually super hard to do, if pretty much impossible. So there's no need to actually cue the shoulders or use that cue that we hear all the time, shoulders down and back. If you've nailed that pelvis position, then you're good to go. Another one that's really important and really helpful is to imagine that there's a string from the top of your head and it's being pulled up towards the ceiling, so just really lengthening the spine there. And they are two simple, easy cues that you can use and just remind yourself when you start to feel yourself going back to that energy saving position.
So what we're seeing here is Tilly is now doing a workout. Often I'll say you'll get new pain that might replace your old pain. New pain is always change. So Tilly doing this, her muscles are probably going to complain about it. I often say embrace the new pain because it's actually telling you of change. So Tilly's doing a workout here. Basically her thoracic extensor muscles are helping to hold herself up in this nice lumbar lordosis with a nice pelvic tilt, and she's sitting lovely and forward and upright. Body weight now suspended correctly over her spine, almost as if she was actually in standing position. So it takes about 4 weeks to create a habit. The first 2 weeks of sitting in this posture, you know you're sitting in this posture. It's hard work. But after about 2 weeks, it becomes relatively easy as the body adjusts. At that point, you don't get the same cues because you're actually feeling okay, but you've got to remember to sit tall. So it's about a 4-week process, and this is a great time to take advantage of learning how to change your posture forever. So 4 great weeks, which you can start now. Learn to sit well, as Danny said. Bring that pelvis forward, bring the shoulders, bring the head up, and everything follows. It's not tough to cue, it's just tough to do.
Thanks for watching, guys. If you liked what you saw, you can subscribe right here.